I'm Janie.
And I'm Andy.
And welcome to Board Game Worksheets. So, you guys probably have workbooks at home that you do your school in, right? Well, Andy was homeschooled all his life. What do you think about worksheets, Andy?
They're pretty boring.
They're pretty boring. So, we're going to show you a really fun way to make them awesome, to make your child want to do the worksheets. So, all you need is a board game. What kind of board games work, Andy?
Monopoly, the Game of Life, and some others. I know there are a lot out there, so.
How about Cranium? We're going to use Cranium today. All you need is a board game that has a board, and it's got to have kind of a circular pattern that you can move around, okay? And it needs pieces, and preferably something to roll with. So Cranium is one of those games, like Andy said, you can use Monopoly or any game like that. So if you don't have a board game at home, that's okay. You can make your own. Just take a piece of cardboard, draw out your board, get, something for little markers like pennies or whatever you have, and a die, and you can make this game at home. So we're going to use Cranium, and what we're going to do is everybody needs to have something to write with. We are using a big whiteboard, and each of us has a space. But you can also use a pencil and paper or a chalkboard or a small whiteboard, whatever you have that you can write on, that's perfect. So this is how we play. When it's your turn, you answer a problem from your worksheet. It does not matter if you go in order or if you skip around, it's up to you. Now here's the thing. You want to play this game with everybody in your family. It doesn't matter if you have a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 15-year-old. All of them can play together, and you want your parents to play too. And I'll show you why in a minute. So, when it's your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a problem out of your worksheet. Andy, why don't you go with 50 times 3? How's that? So do 50 times 3.
Okay.
We'll pretend that this is
one
of Andy's problems.
Yeah.
All right. Andy, you got it right. So when you get it right, what do? You get to roll.
Yep.
And you move that many spaces. So he got green. So Andy's blue. He gets to move to the green piece right there.
Okay.
Okay. Now play passes to the next person. So now I'm the mom. It's my turn. So since I don't have worksheets of my own, I get to pick from somebody else's worksheet. I'm going to pick a random problem from somebody's worksheet. So say my kindergartner is doing 5 plus 5. I get to do that problem, and I know the answer is 10. But if I answer it right, sometimes you want to do that. That's okay. And you can move too. But if you answer it wrong, every now and then you should answer it wrong. Because what's Andy going to do? Whoever jumps and whoever realizes that's wrong, what do you do, Andy? You say,
that's wrong.
That's wrong. And then what do? The answer is?
The answer is 10.
That's right. And because Andy corrected me and he got it right, he gets to move an extra roll. Okay? So go ahead and roll an extra roll, Andy. That's why it's important for the parent to play, because that way all of the children are watching and they're keeping an eye on it. So even though they're not doing that problem themselves, they're still doing it in their head, and they're seeing if the parent got it right or wrong. But if they say that's wrong, they have to be able to answer it correctly in order to move ahead. Does that make sense? Good. So that is how the game plays. You just go in a circle until someone reaches the end. You can make up your own rules. This applies for anything. You can use this for math, for reading, for literature. You can use it for science. Any workbook that they have, you can use their trivia questions to basically make this into your own trivia game. By the end of the game, you can have their whole worksheet filled up. They've just done their whole day of school for that worksheet, and they had fun doing it. Andy, you guys liked doing this, didn't you? Mm-hmm. It made worksheets a lot more fun. Yeah. This is one idea of a way that when you're home with your kids, you can make their schooling fun. Because we all know it is more important to learn how to love learning than what is actually on those worksheets. Because they're going to get them, but if they're having fun, it's going to stick. Don't you think, Andy?
Yeah.
That's right. So join us next time for some more homeschooling ideas. Bye-bye.